Hey, before you scroll past, let me tell you how it actually feels to live with the Codex Z2 every day. You're the kind of person who notices when performance doesn't match your ambition. When games feel jittery or long load times break your flow. When scenes that should be smooth feel held back by hardware that's just waiting. You've lived with that tiny frustration long enough to know quality matters, and once you feel true performance, you won't settle for anything less. Before anything else, check the current price and availability. Gaming desktops with this level of balance don't stay stable in stock, and missing the right moment usually means paying more or settling for a weaker setup later. There's always a moment where you know it's time to upgrade. For me, it was when I tried to run a new title at high settings and kept dropping frames, even though everything should have been fine. I kept lowering settings again and again, and that restless compromise, that's when you know you're done with limits. The first time you hit launch on this system, you feel the difference. There's no waiting. No hesitation. Games start instantly. High settings stay high. Loads are fast, smooth and confident. You're not negotiating performance anymore, you're using it. It's the kind of relief that hits quietly but stays with you every session. You feel it every time you drop into long gaming sessions without crash or stutter. During VR play where immersion suddenly feels real because the hardware isn't chasing itself. When editing videos or rendering scenes feels smoother instead of a chore. Even everyday use feels sharper, like you're not fighting your rig, you're just doing what you want. This isn't about raw numbers. It's about balance. The AMD R7-8700F keeps everything stable under load. The RTX 5070 pushes visuals that feel rich without compromises. 32GB of DDR5 means multitasking feels natural. A 2TB NVMe SSD gives you space and speed without constant installs and deletes. USB-C adds flexibility you already want. And Windows 11 feels fresh and responsive instead of dated. Don't assume pricing will stay polite or stock stays friendly. Systems like this shift fast, and hesitation usually ends with regret, not satisfaction. If you're holding back because you think this might be too much, let me reframe that. This isn't overkill. It's future-proofing. You're buying headroom so your system feels relevant longer instead of begging for upgrades every few months. One surprise benefit you don't notice until you actually use it is how calm everything feels under pressure. No loud fans barking at you. No random slowdowns mid-session. Just steady, confident performance that makes every moment feel intentional instead of patched. Owning this changes how you interact with your whole setup. You don't brace for lag anymore. You don't cancel plans because performance might dip. You play, create, explore, and it feels right every time. Games run smooth and steady, loads feel instant and responsive, graphics feel rich and detailed, multitasking stays fluid and confident, every session feels effortless and immersive. It's not the smallest desktop out there. Premium upgrades may come later. At some point you stop looping through weaker options. You stop settling for almost enough. You choose what genuinely satisfies, and every time you glance at lesser builds, you come right back here because this already feels right. Check the current price and availability now. Make the move while this configuration still makes sense for you. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and quietly regret later.